For anyone watching online, the city council will be starting shortly. If you're looking to speak in the public input period, please press the raise hand button online if you're joined through Zoom. Thank you. So yes, there's one person raising their hand.
No,
It's Quentin.
good. Late.
Quentin.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to our temporary chambers in Freight Street for today's city council meeting and board of license commissioners meeting. First thing on our agenda today is public input. We have, what I'm told, one individual signed up in person here and one individual online. We will take Mr. Douglas Buckley first. Mr. Buckley. I'll just mention, I think we all received your email today, so won't feel like you have to read from that email. If you'd like to expound upon that, that's perfectly fine. So the floor is yours.
Thank you, appreciate it, Chair Mercer and other council members. I come here today bearing bad news, which is if you drove here from your homes, each of you was recorded and your whereabouts logged in a government-sponsored database. Some of you who live close by are lucky to only have been recorded once. But if Councilwoman Martin Stahoyak was here, she would have been recorded 5 times on her 5-minute drive. Chair Mercer and Councilman Marina were here, would have been, they would avoid flock on their short walks to the Pawtucket Arts Fest next week. But Councilman Moran would be logged 4 times on his short drive to Slater Park. I submitted a letter late last night expressing my views on why flock and other ALPR systems should be removed from the city. If after reading my letter, any council members still do not support terminating the flock contract, I would refer you to the list of questions I attached to my letter. You should get answers to those questions from the police department. See if you then still believe that flock belongs in Pawtucket. Sure. And by the way, I omitted one important question in my haste last night, which is, what are the demographics of the registered owners of the cars who had inquiries by the police department with flock? If the police department can't answer that question, then know that your inaction here likely supports a Jim Crow era poll tax, except instead of disenfranchisement, the penalty for the people being targeted here are going to be criminal fines and possibly jail time if the system is not actually being enforced in a way that is fair to the citizens of Pawtucket. So that question should be added to my questions if any councilors think that this flock system should remain. I won't go through my whole letter, but I want to rebut a few responses that folks may have when they read it. One response might be, well, we're being tracked everywhere anyway, right? We kind of know this. Unfortunately, that's true, but it's voluntary. If you download Facebook on your phone, or if you sign up for a Stop and Shop card, you're voluntarily agreeing to be tracked in some way. Walking out on the street or putting your tires to the pavement is not a voluntary action that should require you to be tracked by the police and by a corporate entity who we really know nothing about what they do with the data. They can say all they want, but I don't trust it. And as a representative of the city, you shouldn't either. This runs afoul of civil liberties in our society, where freedom of speech, association, and protection from unlawful searches under the 4th Amendment and relevant constitutional law in Rhode Island protect us. The council has failed to uphold these American core values by allowing flock to proceed, but it's not too late. You can terminate the flock contract and require the devices to be dismantled starting today. That's what you should do. And you should go back to the ACLU's letter that you were sent in 2021, for those of you who were on the board, and refresh yourself on that and look at the recent events and see if those warnings actually have come true. The second and the final response I'll rebut is that flock is used for violent crimes. And these are things we all want to prevent and enforce in our society. That may be true, but it shouldn't get in the way of our civil liberties. As discussed in my letter, this summer, a New Bedford police officer made flock inquiries of their ex-girlfriend more than 200 times. 200 inquiries on a private citizen who they had no basis to be following. That was a personal matter, and so I'm sure there are many other matters. Potentially, the police department doesn't like a politician and wants to track their whereabouts. There could be many others, and we won't know about them because they haven't come to light. It only came to light there because the ex-girlfriend filed a restraining order. It shouldn't have to come to a domestic abuse restraining order to realize that this is a power that should not be wielded. I just want to conclude by saying that, as you've probably seen, Governor McKee is stopping all new flock systems in the state for a period of 60 days in order to develop policies and procedures that will be implemented statewide, at least for the state systems. Once those policies come out, this council will have ample opportunity with, I hope, appropriate and long periods of public input to reinstate the flock cameras if you so choose. You can look at the state policies, you can improve upon them, but you need to get public input, I would submit, before reinstating these systems. For now, what is clear is that the ALPR and others in flock systems should not be operating in Pawtucket, which means terminating the contract and, importantly, removing the equipment, because if you terminate, the equipment stays, flock can continue to gather data on their own. So do both. The residents of Lincoln, Narragansett, North Kingstown, South Kingstown, Tiverton, and Gloucester, based upon the decisions of their town councils recently or police departments themselves to revoke flock contracts in their cities, if those citizens deserve this freedom from this invasive, continuous, and indiscriminate surveillance, then the residents of Pawtucket deserve the same. I ask you to start taking action today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. We have one additional person who would sign up publicly for that, correct, Doctor?
Yes, that's correct. Second.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
You can now, yes, sir. You just state your name and your address for us, please.
Sure. My name is Quentin McMullen. My address is 40 Capwell Avenue.
Thank you.
I would also speak to the same concerns as the prior gentleman, though not nearly as eloquently. I'm also very concerned about the use of flock cameras in Pawtucket. I mean, this is obviously and truly mass government surveillance at a scale we haven't seen before these ALPRs. Also happy to see Rhode Island towns canceling their flock contracts and taking down their flock cameras in response to the concerns of their citizens. For now, I just actually I've got 4 questions, and maybe I should submit these in writing. I don't know if it's appropriate to ask or to be answered, but the 4 questions I have on my mind for you all as I'm learning more about the flock cameras and the process. The 4 questions are: 1, was there ever a city council vote to approve flock cameras? 2, has the city council reviewed Pawtucket's contract with flock? 3, do ICE or other federal authorities have access to data from Pawtucket's flock cameras? And 4, has the city, either the city council or the police, ever done an audit of flock's data security and data access requests they have received and data access requests they have granted? So I don't know if you could tell me if it's appropriate to look for an answer in this meeting or if I should submit those questions in writing. But then in my learning about how this works within Pawtucket and what the process was, those are the 4 main questions on my mind today.
Okay,
Thank
so,
you.
You're right, it's not an appropriate forum for the asking of the question, but it looks to me like the clerk just wrote down all 4 questions. Was that correct?
Well, 3.5.
3.5 questions.
I don't have.
So because this topic is not on our agenda, we're not able to address it or send letters or do anything of that nature. Like, and we wouldn't be able to answer your questions either had you been there. However, the clerk does have 3.5 questions written down. What's the
The
last
last
question we don't have?
The last one?
What was the last question, sir?
Sure, thank you. Has the city, meaning the city council or the police, ever done an audit of flock's data security and data access? So times like, how do we know that flock isn't providing access of our surveillance photos to federal authorities?
Right, we will look into that between now and the next one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that it, sir?
That's it from me. Like I said, not as eloquent as the previous gentleman, but I agree with all of his points.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. With that, we are on to the Board of License Commissioners. I will fill the meeting open and first call roll.
President Mercer,
Here.
Council Ruzo,
Yeah.
Council Godere,
Here.
Council Gregor.
Here.
Council Moran, Council Moreno.
Here.
Council Rubio.
Here.
Council Kubiak, Council Wildenhain.
Here.
7 in attendance.
Mr. President, I call for approval of the previous minutes from August 5th, 2026.
The move by Council Russo, second by Councilor Wildenhain, that approval given to the minutes as prepared by the clerk from the August 5th, 2026 meeting. Are there any concerns, deletion, additions? There are none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
I call for approval of item number 2, the consent agenda, and item number 3, the petitions for licenses, starting with entertainment from petition from Blackstone Valley Tourism Council for a license to conduct Dragon Boat Festival at Festival Pier, all the way to the second page, under waste haulers renewal. The last one is Ocean State Disposal Incorporated of 23 City View Circle, North Providence, Rhode Island. Motion is to approve.
Moved by Council Russo, second by Council Moreno, that approval given to items 2 and 3, the consent agenda and petitions for license, starting with the petition of Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, the Dragon Boat Festival down through Ocean State Disposal, Providence, that's two, before that, 9. Any items, members, like to take separately? In that case, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Item number 4 is a petition for license entertainment in Class F1 full privilege, a petition of Latinos Unidos de Rhode Island for a license to conduct a Guatemalan festival in 2026 and to sell alcoholic beverages at 354 Pine Street in the parking lot on Saturday, September 12, 2026, from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. with a rain date of September 13, 2026, from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. License number is ABT-26-70. Motion to approve.
Moved by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Rubio. Councilor Rubio, the petition for license for entertainment class F1 full privilege, petition of Latinos Unidos in Rhode Island for a license to conduct Wild Island Festival 2026 and to sell alcoholic beverages at 354 Pine Street in the parking lot on Saturday, September 12, 2026, from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. with a rain date of the following day from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. License number EBT-26-70. The motion is for approval. I will just say that, both this item and the next item, I spoke with the council, the district council is on, neither one is here. They're both in favor of approval of each of these successive licenses. So with that, any other discussion on item 4? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Okay, item number 5, petition for license entertainment and expansion of premise one day. A petition of Zona 7 for license to have a Mantaka Porco Peak Festival, indoors and outdoors, and for a one-day expansion of the Class BV liquor license, and to serve food and alcoholic beverages at 682 Roosevelt Avenue, parking lot, on Saturday, August 29th, 2026, from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. That license number is EBT-26-74, with the previous stipulation still in place of no glass used outside, only plastic, and outside cleaned up by 10 a.m. the next day. My motion is to approve.
I move by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Moreno, that a petition for license for entertainment and expansion of premise for one day, petition of Zona 7 for a license to have a Watonka Porco Pig Festival, indoors and outdoors. And for a one-day expansion of the class BV liquor license for food and alcohol beverages at 682 Roosevelt Avenue in the parking lot. Saturday, August 29th, from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. will be license number EBT-26-74. It would carry the same stipulations as the previous event, as articulated by Councilor Russo. Any discussion on the motion to approve? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
More business coming before the Pawtucket Board of License Commissioners. I make a motion that we adjourn and reconvene as the Pawtucket City Council.
The move by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Codere, that we adjourn the Pawtucket Board of License Commissioners and convene the Pawtucket City Council. Before we do, I ask that everyone stand and join us in the pledge of allegiance, started by Councilor Gregg.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have the city council come to order. Actually, before you call the roll, if there's anybody here for a licensing issue, all been approved, so we're done with that portion. You're free to go, or you're free to stay, okay? Let's go over it.
President Mercer.
Here.
Councilor Ruzo.
Here.
Council Codere.
Here.
Council Gregor.
Here.
Council Moran. Council Moreno.
Here.
Council Rubio.
Here.
Council Kubiak. Council Wildenhain.
Here.
7 in attendance.
I call for approval of item number 1, which is the previous minutes of August 5th, 2026 of the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits and of the City Council.
Moved by Council Rubio, second by Council Wildenhain, and approve be given to the minutes of the August 5th, 2026 meetings of the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits and the City Council. Any discussion, amendments, deletions, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
I call for approval of item number 2, which is the consent agenda and correspondence.
Then moved by Council Rubio, second by Council Codere, that approve and given to item 2, the consent agenda and correspondence. Are there any items on the correspondence agenda that the members would like to take up separately? To my right, I see Council Rubio.
B.
B. Anybody else? Okay, in that case, with the exception of B, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Council Rubio.
Item B is just a communication from myself to the administration, in regards to the Elisha project, down and the downtown gateway development. As we continue this development, I thought it was important to have those conversations if they haven't already been done. So I sent a correspondence to the administration to see if there's any talks of where we could help support them in their relocating, because they're so important to our community. I just want to make sure that they're supported, that we find a space, hopefully here in Pawtucket, so that they continue their work. And that's that.
Thank you, Counselor.
Tracy's working on a response.
Thank you.
That brings us to item 3.
Item number 3 is a communication from Andrew McNaught, Supervisor of Distribution Design, Horizon Energy, to the honorable members of the Pawtucket City Council, submitting a petition for installation of a new pole at George Street to approve pending approval from the Director of Public Works. I make a motion to file the communication.
Moved by Councilor Codere, second by Councilor Rubio and Councilor Moreno, that a communication from Andrew McNaught, will supervise the distribution design for the Island Energy, the honorable members of the Pawtucket City Council, submitting a petition for installation of a new pole at George Street to be approved pending the approval of the Director of Public Works. The motion is to file the communication. Is there any discussion on filing? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
You're number 4. You're number 4 and 5.
Which one do you guys, these are the very rare instances where there are appointments by charter to be made by the council president. So, item 4 is an appointment by Council President Mercer of Anne Marie McGee to the pension board for a term that expires the first Monday in January of 2028. Not sure it's required as a roll call, it's just an appointment, or, I mean, it's listed for a roll call,
Yeah,
vote, but
We normally have done a roll call vote.
in that case,
I'll make a motion for you if you need somebody to make a
it's an
motion.
appointment by me, so I think it's okay. So it's as articulated, it's an appointment. Is there any discussion on that appointment? And so it'll be moved with a question of roll call.
President Mercer.
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
7-0.
Item 5 is a reappointment by the council president to Agueda Del Borgo for the Arts Panel Review Committee for a term to expire June 1st, 2029. And Council Ruzo, I will take you up on the offer to make a motion, just so we're aware.
So, make a motion to, as you articulated, to approve.
Second. Moved by Council Ruzo, second by Councilor Wildenhain, that approved and given a roll call vote. Any discussion? Clerk will call the roll.
President Mercer.
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
7-0.
Number 6 is a communication from Michael Choi, President of the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge Number 4, to His Honor Mayor Donald R. Grevian, appointing the BCI Detective Mark Ramos to serve as a retired member of the Pawtucket Police Department on the pension board for confirmation. I call for a roll call vote.
And moved by Councilor Golden, second by Councilor Gregor, that communication with Michael J. Choi, President of Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge Number 4, to honor Mayor Donald R. Grevian, appointing BCI Detective Mark Ramos to serve as a retired member of the Pawtucket Police Department on the pension. Motion for confirmation on a roll call vote. Is there any discussion? Clerk will call the roll.
President Mercer.
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
7-0.
No further business coming before the Pawtucket City Council. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Moved by Councilor Lewis, second by Councilor Moreno, that we first, second, second City Council, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?